Alright, here's a quick video on how to just get 10 times more research than you're actually ever going to use. So, for something I was doing, I was looking up thyroid, weight loss, hormonal disease, all that stuff. So, I basically Googled, okay, thyroid weight loss, and then I would just start clicking on links. I don't even remember what half of these say. So, front of the neck, fatigue. Okay, these could all be like pain points, symptom, bullet points at some point. Said point too many times. Here's what I care about for the proof elements. So all I really needed to pick out was T4 thyroxine, and I'm guessing that's triiodopyridine or something like that, T3. So, okay, T3 and T4, that seems pretty important. And I think I read through this and I didn't care about the rest. So then I started getting more specific. Okay, how does not having a thyroid affect you? How does not having a thyroid affect you? Weight loss. And my Googling got more and more specific, but somehow I wound up at this sheet. I don't remember how, but I did. I just did. So from here, this is where I found out about thyroid stimulating hormone. Okay, and then that's when I just started Googling, okay, thyroid stimulating hormone and T3 and T4, because I wanted to see, okay, which one, is actually, continue to say, which one's actually causing the problem, which one's actually doing something. And then between Wikipedia, some other places, Wikipedia at one point, it had T3 and T4 listing T3 as being the one that, growth, development, metabolism, body temperature, heart rate. Okay, so that one. It might have been this article. It might not have been. Okay, it was one of them. And whichever one it was, mentioned that this was far more important. Okay, here we go. It was something like this. This was the important piece. Yeah, that's too much information. Okay, yeah, those were the only important points. So here's the, let's Microsoft Paint this. So here's what I figured out just to make this simple. Actually, you know what? Let's go back even further. Okay, so we got the brain. That's not the right location, but okay, we got the pituitary gland. Sends out TSH to your squiggly which produces T3, T4. We got 80-20, but we don't care about this guy. And then, but the real important thing that we cared about here was there we go. So with just a little bit of Googling, because of literally what you saw me do, that's pretty much all I did, was I just went from one thing to another, and it's like, okay, T3, T4 seems to be important. And then I went backwards, because I heard about the thyroid stimulating hormone. Then I wanted to know, okay, where does that come from? What does that do? And then once I got back to where it came from, all I really wanted to know was, okay, what does T3, T4 do? Which one's more important? Because, I mean, science background, I could have looked into the binding mechanisms and all of that garbage, but no one in copy is going to care about all that. Even this, when I was demoing it to people, this was way too much for people to understand. And this didn't even take me that long to research. So, the real thing here is that basically, what did I end up saying? Then, yeah, I think I wound up just saying, okay, yeah, thyroid stimulating hormone. Let's use yellow. I think I basically said, yeah, thyroid stimulating hormone, which makes T3, I generalized a lot, and T3 boosts your metabolism. Right? And then I compared it to, let's draw this in blue because it's different. Then I compared it to, like, you know, your morning cup of coffee, right? So you get this swirly, disgusting blue coffee, and coffee has caffeine, which I believe is technically speaking a thermogenic. I know there's more intense ones out there. It basically makes your body use heat indirectly by producing more energy by speeding up your heart rate, boosting metabolism. T3 is kind of similar to boosting metabolism. Thyroid not working does not mean you can't lose weight, it just means it's going to be a little bit slow. So that's pretty much, you know, how I would do some of this kind of more sciencey research. In other cases where the topic's more obscure, I'll go into scientific papers, I'll go into like NCI, is it S or H? Whatever it is, and PubMed and all that, and I'll look for meta-analyses, various other sources, but, there we go. But this is the basic for research.